Hey Aries, it's your girl Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim the Butterfly. Y'all, my daughter's in the bathroom behind me, and I know that she is mouthing what I'm saying right now. But she always walks around the house saying, "Hey y'all, it's Tasha, aka Mama Jim, aka Jim the Butterfly." She looking at me like I'm crazy. What's up, y'all? I just want to say happy birthday to the Aries, in the Aries. Hey y'all, happy birthday, cheering. Let's get into your reading. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to videos, all the donations, purchasing readings. Follow me on Instagram. Y'all, Instagram, I feel like I'm going to start changing, bring dailies over completely to YouTube because YouTube lets me talk just a little bit while longer than Instagram. But please still check me out on Instagram. You see a part of my life there. I put a lot of information of the informational material, funny stuff, art, my thoughts, the world's thoughts, your thoughts, whoever's thoughts. It's just a nice little space over there, and you get to interact with me a little bit more. So I appreciate everything. And if you like a personal reading, information is down in the description box. Y'all know what I said. All right, so let's see what we have coming in. And this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of 17. I have the regular old trustees, gilded. Can you see them? Yeah. And I have the Egyptian Lenormand card. So if you've been following me, you've been seeing me use these on the dailies. All right, so let's see what we have. I want to say too, because I'm an Aries rising. That just jumped out, so I'm going to just keep that. I don't know what that was. Rare. Look rare. Let's use these to see what we have as a foundation for you guys. All right, cheers. Let's look at your two cards that came out. Nine of Wands in reverse and the Page of Swords in the reverse. So I feel like for some of you, it feels like I feel a cocoon. Like you have really placed a cocoon around you. Um, and I really feel, I know I'm really reading for a lot of people. And remember, again, this is a general reading. Some, all of it, none of it applies. So if it doesn't, check out your rising and your moon sign. But I feel a definitely split for some of you. Okay, I feel like some of you have been you're still, I feel like you're suffering from some type of traumatic, the after effects of some type of traumatic event. Okay, and for some of you, you have been able to persevere through this, and you have really you're really trying to move forward. And I feel like you're breaking chains. I feel like the other half hasn't gotten to that point yet. I feel like you have closed yourself off. Whatever this was, it has allowed you, it's made you feel unsure of yourself, unsure of your surroundings, unsure of the words that you speak. Okay, so it could be mindful. It could go either way. All right, let's look at the rest of the cards, and maybe the rest of the cards could tell me. General energy, Ace of Wands, beautiful. Career, ten of ten of Knight of Swords in the reverse, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Nice. So this may be where this traumatic experience has happened on the workplace. Love, King of Wands in reverse, Judgment with the Clover. Okay. Um, even with finances, Five of Wands, Ten of Wands, Scythe. Or I'm sorry, the sickle, but it's also called the scythe in the regular Lenormand. And then you with health, the Emperor and the Wheel of Fortune. Both of these are in the reverse. What's going on with y'all this month? And the key. All right, so what I'm going to say, you have some intense energy going on, so do not fret, pets. Okay, I know you're looking like Tasha. What the hell is this going on? This don't look too good. And you know what? It's not. It doesn't look good. I bet you like, oh God, I can't believe she just said that. But let me tell you what's going on. Like I said, mind what I said at the very beginning. I feel like some of you, whatever the damage is, the damage has been done. Okay, remember that the damage has been done. All right, that's why you're left feeling like this in this position. Some of you could have been dealing with a an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, person, somebody that has a could be like a very slick tongue. Somebody says some hurtful things, been very childish with you in their actions or in their words. Okay, um, but whatever this is, something I feel like something came to an end prematurely, or what you thought was prematurely, but I actually feel like it was right on time. All right, because you have beautiful energy here in the month of you have the Ace of Wands. So this does tell me that you have a new beginning coming in, okay? This is new ideas, new inspiration. This is creativity. This is a fire that you have. And I feel like for a long time that you didn't have a fire. You barely had a spark, okay? Whatever something happened, I don't know what happened, but I feel like whatever it is, it made you question it feel like it made you question who you are, who people who you thought were close to you were. It made you question your reality, okay? But you made it through, and that's the beautiful part about this, Aries, is that you made it through, okay? And you are being gifted this new opportunity to move forward, okay? There's a lot of energy, so I feel like if you've been feeling very sluggish, very tired, lethargic, this month requires a lot of energy, and you're going to get some help from that this month, okay, to be able to accomplish whatever that needs to be done. All right. And essentially, what I'm feeling with this energy is saying that, you know what, you really don't have time to worry about the past. The past is the past. Let bygones be bygones. Because I feel like on the job front, there have been some type of betrayal. Okay, I feel like for some of you, again, dealing with the Knight of Swords, somebody could have been very overzealous in something. Okay, I feel like something was taken from you, and it could have been a job. It could have been something that you thought that you were going to get, and you did not get it. All right, um, it feels like it could have been a position or maybe you thought that you were going to get an account that you didn't get. It just feels like you feel robbed of something. Maybe a job responsibility that you've been always doing, somebody took it away from you. It feels like that. But and it brings on a sense of betrayal, as if you don't have support around within that particular space. Okay, it feels very, very competitive. All right, and I'm gonna skip over to the finances because I see that again here with this Five of Wands here and this Ten of Wands. Some of you, what I'm hearing is that maybe you're involved in sales, maybe you're involved in it could be marketing. I feel like for some of you, this was a job. Maybe it wasn't that you had a job already, but maybe that you thought you were going to get it and you didn't get it. You know, maybe you've been applying for jobs. So just be aware of that. So I feel like when it comes to finances, I feel like you're doing a lot of brainstorming. And I feel like you're moving a lot of I feel like you have a lot of bill collectors coming at you. You have I feel like you're putting in a lot of work overtime just to keep your head above water, but I don't feel like this is going to last for long. Again, because like I said, for some of you, you reach that the finish line, and some of you coming up. So for those who are still working really hard, okay, because I feel like you're busting your ass to save money, you're busting your ass to pay bills, and it just feels like as soon as you make it, it slips right out of your fingers again. There are going to be some things that you're going to need to eliminate financially this month in order for you to stay afloat. All right. But I like this because, again, this of wands lets me know that you have reached your peak. All right. There's an ending coming through. You know, you can only carry this weight, but so far. Now, for some of you, I'm hearing that maybe you had two jobs, and or maybe it could have been three or whatever. But I feel like you'd be letting go of a job, quitting, because it's just too much for you and it's been too tiring for you. Which there have been some reservations about that, but at this point, you're seeing that this is the only way to move forward. And I feel like again, it is. um, because I feel like for Aries, it's been really hard for you to just think. You just been moving, 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 moving. You haven't really. It just feels like you're on autopilot. All right. So just be aware of that. All right. So you're getting your energy back. You're getting back to your fiery self, and I love that. When in the love section, King of Wands in the reverse. This is you, and you have the Judgment card. all on top of the clover. Now, the clover to me means um, rare opportunities. It could be surprises, things that you want to take on. Like if you're presented with something, you want to take it. It feels like a once in a lifetime thing. All right. And so what I'm feeling for you is doesn't necessarily talk about your relationship with someone else, but more about the relationship that you have with yourself and you really looking at what you're doing. How are you loving yourself? How are you doing what are you doing in your daily life to show yourself that you love yourself? Okay. Because with this judgment card, this is a wake up call here. There's a need for transformation, there's a transition going on. Like I told you earlier, this is a transitional period for you. And again, it could be about letting something go, or it could be how you're looking at something. You're realizing that it's time for you, for your own mental health, for your own sanity. I feel like you're realizing it's time to open yourself up and to be more receptive to try something new. Okay, for the betterment of yourself, and I feel like that it's going to reflect in how you deal with other people too. Okay, it feels like a kind of a humbling experience that you've gone through, but it's brought in a sense of, I feel, compassion and patience and understanding understanding of your situations and other people's situations around you. I like the judgment card here because I feel like, when the king of wands is in the upright, like he is just going all the time. He is really, he is nonstop. When he's in the reverse, I feel like he thinks a little bit more before he says the things that he does. I mean, he thinks before he speaks. He thinks a little bit more before he acts because, again, that's that fiery energy. You're ready to jump into it. I feel like with this energy, you're becoming more proactive in your life, but in a healthier way. And I feel like whatever it is, I feel like you are going to be presented with an opportunity to change up your patterns. And whereas before you probably would not have done it, you're going to do it this month because you see where it will be a benefit for you and for the people around you. All right. In health, you have the Emperor in reverse. Here you are again. This is Aries and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse with the key. This is you opening yourself up to new beginnings, not being so rigid. I just said that about the King of Wands. All right, you're all in this reading, Aries. Um, trying to relax a little bit more because again, you are just really really tired and you're stressed. All right, so use this energy that's coming in for you this month to redesign yourself, if you will, because again, with this Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse, I feel like be careful for some of you having this woe is me, self-pity type of um energy. I'm feeling like some of you could definitely be suffering from like chronic fatigue syndrome. I feel like you are placing yourself in a position. I feel like your immune system is low, okay, because you have been so tired and you haven't allowed yourself to properly rest. So make sure you're getting proper rest. Going back with this key to me is symbolic. I feel like you are receiving messages. This is an opportunity for you to seize from your ascendant master, whoever you believe in. Okay, this is an opportunity, a new opportunity coming in for you to change something about yourself. You're given the key, and I feel like the key is understanding what is it that you're truly trying to do. Because I feel like for some of you, you have just been burning the candle at both ends and you really haven't seen the results, and then you're finding yourself upset about it and not really knowing what to do about it. Stop. I feel like that's part of the answer is to stop. Pause. I'm feeling like for some of you too, there could be issues with circulation this month. It feels like it could be swelling or fluid retention. That could be an issue. So you really want to make sure that you get off of your feet, massage your feet, starting at the feet, your feet and your legs, starting at your feet and working your way up towards the heart to stimulate your circulation, to stimulate that lymphatic system. All right, guys. Getting enough water, keeping yourself hydrated, because I just feel like there is just a sluggishness here. Could be some dehydration as well. Let me get an advice card for Aries. Aries, hang in there. This is not a bad reading. I'm telling you. It's just telling you it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. That's all. That's it. Whatever's happened is done. Learn from it and move forward. And how do you learn from it? Let that shit go and open yourself up to a new beginning. Because I do feel like, God is handing you these new opportunities here for you. It's time for you to open your hand up and accept them. Page of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like for some of you, with the Page of Cups in the reverse, um, stop thinking about what you want and start doing what you need. All right, I'm gonna just leave it right there, guys. And I'm preaching to myself with this one. So if anybody gets upset, I'm sorry, because this ain't nothing but truth, baby. And that's what I'm here for. So I love you guys, and I will see you in April. And if you would like a personal reading, hit me up. My information is down in the description box. Bye.